Resume the recording. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests once again. So today I'll be playing the role of Sergeant at Arms. So my role is to give you a brief introduction, or I would say that it is not a kind of rules. It is the guidelines we used to follow in Toastmasters meetings so that we can have a very effective and efficient meeting. So today, rather than me speaking a lot, we have a guest speaker as well. And additionally, we have special people hosting the meeting. So let me keep my script short and open the meeting with the vision statement of Toastmasters International. So Toastmasters International is a mutually supportive and it will provide you a mutually supportive and positive learning environment in which every individual is empowered with communication and leadership skills, which in turn foster self-confidence and personality growth. Yeah. So as I said earlier, there are certain guidelines. Number one is that the meeting is getting recorded. So it can be, maybe it is recorded for our benefit. Maybe for people whoever missed to attend the meeting, we will share the video link so that they can look into the link and get benefited. That is number one. Number two, when you are not speaking, kindly put yourself on mute. It doesn't mean like you don't need to enjoy the meeting. You are feel free to ask questions. You are maybe by when we have the Q&A session in place. Number two. Number three is in Toastmasters, especially in India, we refrain from speaking about topics like sex, religion, and politics. It is applicable to all the role players, speakers, and everybody who is participating, and also like even as a guest. Number three. So with this said, I'm not going to put forward any more rules. So you feel free to enjoy. I feel like this particular meeting is going to be interactive. You could see a lot of guests and a good amount of crowd as well. With this said, let me give the control to the presiding officer and my mentor. We used to call her as mentor. Toastmaster Srividya, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravindran, and a very good afternoon to all present here, syndicatians, fellow syndicatians, Toastmasters from other clubs. Our guest speaker for today, thank you for being there with us today, and also guests for joining as first timers. It's a good crowd for a balmy Sunday afternoon after having the incessant rains, right? We have been having incessant rains for almost 2-3 days now, so it's a nice weather out there, and we have a good audience. So because Toastmaster Ravindran started off, I just thought probably I can continue the thread of having a pleasant weather here as well. So it's a good audience, and I'm pretty sure the audience are waiting eagerly to experience the exuberance of our educational session and the speaker. We have been having inching towards second year of the, or rather completing the second year of the pandemic. And the fatigue has caught up with all of us. So none of us have been left out of that. And I think today's session is going to be a breezy insight, or probably a very educational insight into it. Even I'm awaiting eagerly on how we are going to, or rather what our speaker is going to speak and enlighten us on. So with that, I'm going to open the session 222 of Toastmasters, Syndicate Toastmasters. So, and I will also hand it over to one of my favorite Toastmasters in Syndicate. So a very enthusiastic person. And as I said, I think she is the favorite of many of us, Toastmaster Paurnika. So I formally open the session and hand it over to Toastmaster Paurnika to carry on with the session.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Srividya. It was an honor hearing it from you as a favorite Toastmasters in the club. So, my dear fellow Toastmasters, guests, and everyone who are present in the meeting, a very warm afternoon wish. So, as Srividya was talking, the weather is very pleasant here as well, and it is an amazing day to carry on with a lot of insights that are coming up. No day is a bad day for learning, but I have to thank you all for stopping by on a Sunday afternoon to come and get a lot of insights from the session. So, with the advent of COVID, we all were pushed to work from home, right? So initially, it would have been a lot of struggle. We wouldn't have been able to adapt well to the work from home culture. So the question is this: are we really making the best out of our days of work from home? Are we really getting happy, or are we really able to make ourselves satisfied with the way we work from home? Still a confusion. Some say yes, some say no, some find it hard, some find it easy, but they're not satisfied with the work that they are carrying on with work from home, right? So today is going to be an eye opener for everyone who has a lot of questions regarding this. To people who are actually confused with, am I really making the best of myself in this time of working from home? So for this, we have a very, very special person with us who is our guest speaker for the day. So if I have to say about this person, sometimes we get inspired by a person when we meet them for the first time. Sometimes we get inspired by a person when we hear them talk or give a speech for the first time. And sometimes we get inspired by a person just by going through their profile. And this person sets a perfect example for the third category that I was actually telling. Toastmaster Shubdeep Banik. Shubdeep, your name by itself radiates a lot of positive energy. And this person has lived an entire legacy till today. I'll tell you why. And for everyone who are in this meeting and do not know much about distinguished Toastmaster Shubdeep, I'll take you through a glimpse of what he has achieved and accomplished throughout his entire journey in Toastmasters, professionally and personally. So, distinguished Toastmaster Shubdeep has been associated with Toastmasters since 2012, which means distinguished Toastmaster Shubdeep is going to enter into his 10th year into Toastmasters by next year. Congratulations for that, distinguished Toastmaster Shubdeep. Professionally, Toastmaster Shubdeep is a Dale Carnegie certified facilitator and works with Infosys as a learning and development soft skills trainer. He has been a certified cultural practitioner, life and career coach, and an NLP practitioner. He has expertise in storytelling, interpersonal skills, coaching, and several other behavioral competencies. To add to the list, he has a 10 years of industry experience and has trained more than 30, 300, 3,000? No, has trained over 30,000 participants from across the globe throughout his journey? No, only during this pandemic time alone, which is an amazing feat, if I have to say. He has also represented his club at the district level international speech contest, evaluation, and table topics contest. He has also won the first runner-up position in district level international speech contest. Also, to add on to the list, he has won the division A level evaluation contest for this year. With such a great legacy into him, it is a great honor and a pleasure to have you here as a guest speaker. And my dear Toastmasters and guests, just tell me, who else would be a perfect person to talk on the topic, getting the most out of remote working? So again, with the great pleasure and honor, I'm handing over the control to distinguished Toastmaster Shubdeep Banik to take over from here.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Purnika. And you know, the guests who are wondering what just happened, this is one of the benefit of getting into Toastmasters. I am also that one face lost in a crowd of 18,000 employees working in Infosys. But when you come to a Toastmasters meeting, this is what they do. They will take a big profile. They will show you are the best people, best person in the entire world. And this is what they project. This is what we come to Toastmasters for. And you see the people on camera, those people who are smiling, they have also gone through this one time or the other. They know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, very good afternoon to Toastmasters, Syndicate Toastmasters Club. And thank you for giving me this opportunity to come here and share a few experiences with you. I'm not going to give you any gyan because I think gyan, people don't like getting gyan and taking gyan especially after we are working from home for so long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share a few experiences of mine, what I have experienced, what I think has helped me and what I think has not helped me. And during the course of it, if you have any question, if you think you want to interrupt me and share your experience as well, please do so. I'll be glad to hear that. Toastmasters is that platform where we try to share ideas, share those stories, and that's what makes it the best platform I have ever been. Before I quickly go ahead, how many here are non-Toastmasters who are not the members of the club? VP or VP membership, approximate number?
It should be more than 15 today.
More than 15. Okay, perfect. That makes it great. Super. I think VPM should be very happy after this session is done. We'll come to know why about this. So let me ask the guests first who are here for here as non-Toastmaster. Why are you here in this meeting? What made you come to this meeting? And don't tell me my profile. Don't tell me my profile made you come to this meeting. If yes, then I hope I do justice to that 1 hour that you are investing here. Anyone who wants to unmute and quickly tell us why you're in the meeting? Okay, we'll give them a little bit of time and space to come ease out. Toastmasters, let me ask you this. Why do you come to Toastmasters, or why did you join as a Toastmaster member? What made you join? Anyone?
Okay, Sarnika here. So
Yes.
I wanted to streamline the way I speak. So I am not a person who has a great stage fear or anything like that, but
Okay.
I wanted to streamline what I went out to the crowd and
Okay.
talk
Okay.
in a stipulated time. So I wanted to hone that and
Perfect.
hone the leadership. So these two were the reasons.
Perfect. Okay, so streamline your thoughts, streamline your way of communication. Okay, anyone else?
I wish to
Yes,
jump
please go
in.
ahead.
Actually, when I joined my office, I didn't have any team members yet. So first reason why I stepped into a meeting room is for a Toastmaster event. And I saw that it's very welcoming, warm, and I thought I would get more friends there. So that's the reason why I joined.
Super. So I think many of us are here just because we know we can make a lot of friends in Toastmasters. The networking gives us that seal. Okay, anything else? Any other
I have
reasons?
3 reasons.
Yes.
First is leadership. Second one is public speaking, and third is post. The opposite reaction. From my
Yeah.
husband. Obviously,
Yeah.
you know that.
yeah.
That's all.
And that's also a very common story. Okay, either the husband and the wife was the Toastmaster, and they made the other person also become the Toastmaster. That's also a very common story in Toastmaster. But thank you. Yes, leadership skills and the communication skills, definitely. And do you feel that it was, and most of us who have been in a physical meeting, do you feel that physical meeting was much better than the online meeting? Right? Show of hands. Yes, no?
No.
Okay, no. Great. Awesome. Why no, Tina?
I see a lot of people, having their script side by side and reading it.
So because they can read it, that's why it's better for them. Okay, perfect. Yes, I saw Subhashini, if I'm pronouncing the name right. You said yes. You feel the physical meeting was better?
Yes, definitely.
Because you were able to make more friends, right?
Yeah.
Because you had to see people, meet people in person. And even I feel that physical meetings were much better. Forget about whether I am able to give my speech or not, but meeting friends, after the meeting gets over, you still stay on for another 1 hour. Informal meeting will go on. We'll talk about everything in the world. All these things used to happen. And I think even I have missed Toastmasters a lot in this last 2 years, especially joining in an online meeting. It's almost become like that something which you don't want to do. You're anyways attending online meetings over and over again in the entire day. You're continuously on your Zoom calls, on your team calls and all of this. And then Toastmasters becomes just another platform where you're again attending the same meeting. And I have had that same feeling when we switched to online. No jokes on that. But what we need to realize is that I'm a person, I'm just telling from my perspective, I'm a person who has been renewing my membership from 10 years, almost 10 years now, which means I have essentially paid approximately 3.5 to 4,000 rupees every 6 months, which is 20 times I would have paid it by now, right? And we don't get anything out of Toastmasters. All the Toastmasters know this. We don't get paid for anything, no matter what we do. Even me, I don't get paid for coming and speaking to you guys. We said our area director is here. He has a responsibility of 4 or 5 clubs as a whole. He has to look after the well-being of 4 or 5 clubs. They don't get paid. Nobody gets paid in Toastmasters. In fact, we pay. And 4,000 rupees, if I take for 20 times, means 80,000 rupees I have already invested behind this. And if you look at what the Toastmasters curriculum is, the program is, right, where earlier it used to be the CC, CL manuals and all of that. Now it's the pathways. So when you finish everything, when you finish all the prescribed things in Toastmasters, you finally become a distinguished Toastmaster. You finish all of that. Don't get into the details of it. For guests who are here, no need to get into the details of it. But it's a stage wise, you keep on progressing. My DTM journey got over some 4 or 5 years back, which means by the first 4 or 5 years approximately of my Toastmasters journey, I had done all of that. In fact, repeated it and done as well, right? But still I kept on renewing for the next 5 years. Now, 5 years, 4,000 rupees, which means 8,000 rupees per year, plus you have to go to conferences, you have to go to other clubs, approximately around 10,000 rupees a year if you take it. That's around 50,000 rupees. You invest 50,000 rupees, I'm sure you would get a better returns in your bank. And I'm 100% sure most of us think in that way. And I did that too. But you see, Toastmasters gives you something which nothing else in the world is able to give us, right? Simple, forget about what is public speaking, forget about what is leadership skills. It makes us a little better than who we are. Right now, if you look at me and I know many of us are here who may think that I am not great at speaking, right? I'm not good in English. I'm not so much good in communicating my perspective to others. And if you get intimidated by who I am, don't think that I am here because I was good in English. We were all bad at doing something what we did. Now, very frankly speaking, when I joined Toastmasters, I was someone like Pornika, what Pornika said, that I was not bad in communication. I thought I was a great person. I had won debates in schools. I was good in elocution in schools. I was in the inter-school team. So I was like, I am the best person. Somebody told me, why don't you go to Toastmasters? I came in and I saw the Toastmaster of the day was fumbling a little bit. I was like, this guy, I can speak better than this guy. What Toastmasters and all. So I was like high in the air. I went, they said, table topics, master will call somebody for table. What's the big deal? 2 minutes I can speak. So I went up on stage and they said, can you speak on this topic? I spoke for 1 minute and then I came down. People applauded a lot. And I was like, see, I'm such a great speaker and all this. And then the table topics evaluator came on stage. And the table topics evaluator said, guest Shivadeep Banik, it was great that you were able to speak on your first table topics, but I didn't understand what you spoke at all. I was like, what? I spoke so much and you couldn't understand what it was like, no, I didn't understand what was the relation between the topic and what you spoke. And that was my first revelation that it's not about what I want to say, right? It's what my audience wants to hear. It's what my audience wants. I am currently a soft skills trainer, and as my introduction said, I have finished training on almost 30,000 employees, and I think the number has increased a lot more. And I do 4 to 5 sessions a day, and this has been only 2 years, last 2 years. Before that, I was a technical person. I was a test analyst. And I had to simply go ahead and work with my clients. And I'm sure all of us might be in some way or the other doing that, right? We are talking to our stakeholders, our clients in some way, whatever kind of job you are. You're talking to your managers, you're talking to your colleagues, you're talking to your senior leaders in the organization, doesn't matter. But what matters is, are you simply stuck with what you want to say? Or are you able to focus on what they want to hear from you and how they want to hear from you, right? In Toastmasters, when you attend the meetings for the guests as well, for Toastmasters, you would have seen it, that sometimes it becomes boring that we're doing the same thing over and over again, right? Guests would also wonder that you will see different people, but ultimately they are doing the same thing. And I have been doing the same thing for last 10 years, right? And I'm still doing the same thing in my club. But what makes me do that same thing? The question is what I did 10 years back. Maybe 10 years back also, I was attempting a table topics. Forget table topics. I'm taking up a simple timer role, right? Only thing you're supposed to say is you come on stage and you say, so today for prepared speech, this is the time settings. Once everything is over, you come and say, this person took this much time, this person took this much time, done, over. That's the only thing you're supposed to do as a timer. But if you are doing that thing the same way you did it 10 years back, for me, if I did the same thing 10 years back, and if I'm doing the same thing now, then I haven't learned anything. Then that 50,000, that almost 80,000 to 1 lakh rupees that I have wasted literally is a waste of time. But for me, how I was able to utilize this, as I said, for 8 years in Infosys, I have been a test analyst. I was working in a technical field and I loved public speaking. I loved speaking in front of my audience. And I know that the only way you can shift your career from being a technical guy to being a soft skills trainer is that you leave your job, you save a lot of money, you leave your job, you become a trainer by yourself, freelance trainer, hope that people will recommend you, hope that 10 years down the line, you will become a good trainer and you will earn a good amount of money. That was not a choice for me because I'm the sole bread earner for my family and I cannot leave my job and take that risk. So the only way I could do it was if there was opening in Infosys. And where it elevated me is because when I was working as a test analyst also, I could implement that I knew what my clients want to hear, what my manager wants to hear from me. How do they need that report? And that is what I learned in Toastmasters. So when I am speaking, now I am speaking in the TCS club. Now, if I bring up some technical example, I know all of you will relate. But tomorrow, if I have to go and speak to an outside club where there's a mix of audience, where there are not people only from a IT company, I have to change the examples that I'm giving. So this is what Toastmasters teaches you at every single level, right? Now, if we take this to an online perspective where we hate these online meetings, if you think about it, that's the exact way you are actually collaborating and communicating with your stakeholders. So how are you exactly doing it? Do you know that without seeing a person's reaction, are they with you or not? Think about this. In a Teams call, nobody comes on video, right? None of your team members will come on video. And if you tell them to come on video, most likely they will drop off saying, oh, sorry, there was a connection problem. That's what happens. Let's face it. So basically, you don't know whether they're listening to you or not. You have no idea whatever you're saying. They are understanding it. Are you able to bring that into Toastmasters and utilize this platform to do that? So when I am speaking now, do I know whether my audience is interested to listen to it? Am I able to relate it to what they want to hear? Now, that's the reason, if you think about it, I asked how many of you are non-Toastmasters, right? Because if I go ahead and give you a lot of details about Toastmasters itself, for those 15 people who are here, you won't understand anything. But if I talk at the basics of Toastmasters also, the Toastmasters who already knows a lot of it, they will not be interested to listen to me. So where do you draw that line? And this is exactly what Toastmasters has been teaching us. I'll tell you one simple example why I felt that this online meeting helped me a lot. When I joined, when I moved my career path from being a technical guy to a soft skills trainer, I actually moved in January 2020. Now, January 2020, I became a soft skills trainer. While I was learning how to become a soft skill trainer, everything shut down, right? By March end, everything had shut down. So within 2-3 months, everything shut down. I was clueless. I'm in a new job profile. And it's very clear, if you're not able to show that you are a good trainer, we will throw you back in the technical line. And what I have done is I have put my entire credibility in stakes. So I was a good performer in my technical skills. I came down to be the bottommost performer in soft skills. And now if I go back to technical, I have lost my all that credibility for last 8 years. So I have to do something good. Now that's why Toastmasters online meetings help me. They helped me to understand how to do video calls. They showed me that in a video call, how do you talk to your audience? How do you still express like you're sitting in front of your audience and doing it? And you won't believe it. And I'm sure all of you will understand this. When you get into a new role, what do you think is the approximate period to get a promotion after you get into a new role? Approximate time period when you can get a promotion in a new role?
2 to 4 years.
2 to 4 years. Any other guesses?
4.
At least 2 cycles.
At least 2 cycles, at least 2 appraisal cycles. So we'll see you for 1 appraisal cycle. Then the next appraisal cycle, they will think that, yeah, this person might be eligible for the promotion, right? I got my promotion in 10 months. I joined in January. In the October cycle, when the appraisal was going on, I got my promotion in 10 months. And the only reason I got that is because whatever mistakes I wanted to make, I made it in the Toastmasters online meeting. And I screwed up like anything. I messed up like anything. I was bad in my virtual presence. I was bad on coming on camera, how to speak on camera. I was bad in understanding my audience. I was bad in getting my audience involved. I was bad in everything when I did in Toastmasters. But every feedback, even the junior most person would call me and say, hey, Shubh, you are looking so odd on the camera. I was like, huh? Then I was like, oh, okay. So I have to set up the frame properly so that I look like a human being at least, right? I need a light so that I'm not sitting in the back. These simple things is the feedback that you get from Toastmasters. And whatever you do in Toastmasters, as I said, be it the timer role, be it your accounter role, be it you are taking a leadership role where you are an club XCOM member, area director's role where you're going outside your club and doing something, all of those will trickle down to be your professional skills. And I want to talk about one final thing, and one of the most crucial thing that I'm sure all of us are looking for: time management, right? We are all become bad in time management once online meetings have started. We are starting our days at 8 o'clock in the morning. Calls are going on endlessly. Even midnight, somebody will call you and ask you something. And then you are cursing yourself. Why are we doing this? There is no work-life balance and all of these things. Time management is one of the most essential skills of being in an online mode. In an online meeting, you need to know how you will handle that, how you are going to do that. So if you know that, you know exactly how to balance your work and your family time. And that in turn reduces your stress as well, right? For me, today, I knew the meeting starts at 3:30. I have time till 4:10. So I know what I'm going to speak. Before that, I will talk to my wife so that she's not angry about me attending a Toastmasters meeting on a Sunday. So I have managed my time. So my life is balanced, my Toastmasters time is balanced, and my work is also balanced. This is the most essential skill you will learn in Toastmasters, and especially on an online meeting. That's a red card for me. And thank you. I'll stop here before I share one last thing, and I'll take a few questions if there are any questions.
Good, Shubhadeep. You can go ahead. We'll have a question after your last point. Yeah.
No, that's okay. If anyone wants to ask any question, anything you want to talk about or add on from your experience, Toastmasters, guests who are wondering about Toastmasters, anything.
Yeah, I'm Sagar here from Puducherry Toastmaster Club.
Yes, Sagar.
I'm very new to the Toastmaster, like I joined just a couple of months ago.
Hmm.
And my motto is to learn the public speaking, to speak in front of larger audience.
Hmm.
For that, I believe that physical meeting will be helpful because see, why I switched off my video is that I am not in a proper attire that I am sitting in my bedroom. So that public speaking not only means just speaking from the mouth, that attire matters because audience look at you in every manner, how your gesture,
Very
hand
true.
movement and many things.
Hmm.
So of course, online meetings also helpful because this weather is not good outside now.
True.
This morning, so I cannot go for a physical meeting. Or
True.
if this opportunity is there, I would have not attended this meeting. That is so
Correct.
good. So good. So what do you suggest? I'm eagerly waiting when our club. Actually, there are many difficulties are there,
True.
but physical meeting, I'm eagerly waiting to have a physical meeting and even to give my icebreaker speech. So what is your suggestion, sir?
So my only suggestion would be, Sagar, that don't wait for that meeting to open up. Yes, I also agree. If you ask me, Shubdeep, do you prefer online meeting over physical meeting? I'll always say physical meeting is better, right? Because of what the exact thing you said, it's easier to connect with your audience, it's easier to do it. But you need to understand this, that this is how the world is going to continue, right? Every organization, every kind of work, they are now looking for hybrid kind of model, which means what was true before pandemic has changed completely. This is what is going to be. And if you think about it, even from a working professional, if you look at, you will not always have the luxury of seeing your audience face to face, right? Think about if you're working from somebody from a different city or from a different country, how will you get that person face to face? So I am not saying that physical meeting is bad. I'm saying this is what is going to be going forward, right? This is what will continue. And I feel it's good that we are being forced to come to an online meeting, because otherwise we would have never got comfortable in that online meeting perspective, right? This is where Toastmasters is giving us that opportunity to also learn about online communication, not face-to-face communication in that safe environment. So my only suggestion will be to anyone who is eagerly waiting for that, for the physical meetings to start up, don't wait. Because you never know, you never know where that light is at the end of the tunnel, when all these things will come up. And second thing is, this is an essential skill for anybody today, not just if you're working in an IT profession, any kind of profession you're in, you have to learn how to communicate over telephone, over VoIPs, over all of these things. And this is the way you can do it. Right? I hope I answered that, Sagar.
Thank you. Thank you. Of course,
Sure.
you answered. I need a hybrid meeting kind of thing. Like, suppose if I move from the station, so I can attend that.
If you can do it, perfectly fine. But as I said, don't wait for that to come. Otherwise you are wasting the time. You are investing of yourself. It's simply you are investing for yourself. Think it in that way. It's like keeping 50,000 rupees in your home locker, thinking that when the bank rates will go high, then I will put it in the bank. No, put it now. It's okay if the returns are less. You have nothing to lose. That's all.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Any other questions?
Yeah, hello.
Yes.
Yes, this is Stephen here from Puducherry.
Yes, Stephen.
Toastmasters Club. It's a very good thing that you said that we all have to be ready for this online thing. Of course, I am an educationist, and all throughout I have been giving in-person meetings only. And this thing, according to me and to my level of understanding, what it says is this, that everyone wants to hide behind a mask. This online thing now, however positive anybody is for that matter, who is conducting the session and kind of things, that mask thing kind of a thing, it really comes in. They fizzle out. They fizzle out and in. So that kind of monitoring or gauging or measuring does not happen. and I become subjective there. Am I doing the right thing? Am I saying the right thing? Kind of a thing. So how do I overcome that? I would request your suggestions.
Thank you so much, sir, for that lovely question. And I'm sure that the perspective that you're seeing, it's very easy to hide my weaknesses, if you ask me that way, in an online meeting, right? And this is something which if anyone is in an HR role, also they will say that when I'm hiring a new talent, it's very difficult to know what their weaknesses are, and we have to go by face value. True, I definitely agree. But at the same time, if you think it in this way, that if I am a person who can hide my weaknesses on an online mode and can show my strengths, isn't that a strength of mine as well? Right? Isn't it something good for me as well? Right? I am able to do it. Now, if you ask the question, I see that's a red card. Thank you for that. I'll just close it with this answer. I definitely agree that if you take it from an education perspective, where it's an interaction between a teacher and a student, yes, there are a lot of challenges. And I'll definitely be happy to take this conversation in details later with you. But my only perspective is that I think everyone needs to learn how to do it in an online mode. Even something which I used to say when I was on stage, many of you here who would have seen me on the district stage in the finals, they were saying that, oh, Shubh, you are so good. And I was standing in front of this 1,000 people, right? Sasta and Jain were my mentors. I'm sure many of you would know this. DTM Sastaram Ravindran and DTM Jain Narayanan. They were my mentors. They were the only two people who knew how terribly nervous I was. My knees were shaking. My hands were cold like ice. Only two people knew is this. They thought I gave everybody, that 1,000 people thought I gave a great speech, because I didn't show it in front of that audience. In a physical meeting also, that's true. I know how to hide my weakness very well in a physical meeting. Online also, nothing has changed. It's that it's become easier for me to hide that weakness, right? That's the only thing. But that's how things are going to be. Okay, I hope I gave a perspective to that.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Thank you.
I really adore the one particular aspect of your presentation just now, and for the whole period you spoke. It was totally impromptu.
Yes.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
Thank you. And this is the on that line, this is the last message I want to say. If you think that there is anything impromptu in this world, there is nothing impromptu in this world, right? Remember, try to have those ideas and those thoughts in your mind. And this is one of the biggest lesson Toastmaster has taught me. Yes, I have not prepared line by line what I'm going to speak, but what I need to speak and how I need to connect is there in my mind, because of me doing it so many times over and over and again. And that's exactly why Toastmasters is the only organization perhaps who has survived for almost 100 years on the face of Earth. There are very few organizations in the world which has done that. And trust that cogwork, trust that it works, and trust me, it will change your life. Thank you so much. I know I have overshot by a few minutes. Thank you, and back to the Toastmaster of the day.
Distinguished Toastmaster Shubhadeep Bhanik, what can I say now? You have eased and taken up my job as well. So we have arranged a separate Q&A session, but you yourself have taken that and amazingly answered the questions and the doubts that people had in this session. Thank you so much for that. It is an absolute pleasure for all of us to have you here and to hear great insights, awe-inspiring thoughts from you. So without any delay, let's now facilitate our guest speaker of the day, distinguished Toastmaster Shubhadeep Bhanik. Toastmaster Srividya, can you please do the honors?
I think there is some. Okay, so let me take it up. Sorry about that. So it's actually like honestly, if somebody asks me like why distinguished Toastmaster Shubdeep Bunny today, so he's as he said no. So he asked the first question like why you wanted to be a Toastmaster. So first thing is like I got inspired by a few speakers. When I saw them, they spoke very well in the maybe in the auditoriums. I would say like 2015. And then I got to know that these people are a part of a group of people. Then I got to know that it is Toastmasters. Even Shubdeep Banik is one of the person whom I had looked up to. It is I think it is should be 2018 when I met him in one of the OTP training. He was a president trainer. Still now I have saved his number as Shubdeep OTP trainer president. So that is how I met. Before I know him, I just saved his number like this, and after that I saw him on stage, and it was wonderful. Like he presented himself so well that even I was a trainer for that particular OTP, and I got a lot of tips how we engage the entire audience, because in personal meetings in the OTP trainings we have the president training for everybody and rest of the trainings in the individual groups. So I was gifted on the day to listen to those words, and from that day, right, it was one of my dreams. After that, I moved to UK. I never got an opportunity to connect and all, but somehow I managed to do it since my VP has given me the opportunity to welcome a speaker. So he was my first choice. I hope he has made a justice, and thank you so much, Shubdeep. I know that this is a virtual plague, but if you are here, right, you will be definitely getting this on your hand today. So consider this as our moment of honor to you. So we are very much delighted and happy to host you today, and it was lovely time. We never felt like it was a 30 minutes speech. It was lovely, and we got a lot of inputs as well to take us forward in this online mode of working, or maybe in the future hybrid mode of working. So lovely.
Thank you so
happy.
much. It definitely was a pleasure for me to come and interact as always. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. So with this said, let me hand over the session back to our fabulous Orni. Over to you.
Thank you, Ravi. And once again, thank you, distinguished Toastmasters Subdeep. But before we proceed for yet another amazing part of today's meeting, we find that a lot of guests are hesitant to, unmute their audios, come up and speak. And some of you might even have this thought or question like, am I a guest? Who exactly is a guest in a session? So by guest, we mean you might be a first timer to a Toastmaster club. You might be attending the session for a first time, or you might just have you might just have entered into the room to get some random insights from the entire session. So they are the guests for the session. So can we have a few people to unmute their audios and give a formal introduction about yourself? I mean, the guests in session. I'll wait for 10 seconds and I'll randomly call upon one or two guests to, give an introduction about why today's session and what made them attend today's session. A small introduction about themselves. We would love to hear it from all of you. Okay, if I have to ask Uma Ramani, can we hear it from you? Can we hear a small introduction about yourself, the reason why you're here, what made you be in the session today? Can we hear some words from you? Absolutely fine if you're unable to come on video.
Hello. Hi all.
Hi.
Actually, I get to know this club to my friend Isha. I actually very hesitate to speak. This is my first time to speak about this. So I come to know about what was actually the theme of this meeting. So basically this meeting is like the people we have the hesitation to speak, right? So yeah, this is my first inspiration to speak loudly and boldly. I feel so proud to speak in this group of the senior members, and nice to meet you all. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Maramani. So it is a pleasure having you here today. And you say this is the first time that you're coming up in a meeting and talking to us, and it's amazing. So you have spoken without any hesitation, and that itself is a great step, if you have to say. Next, can we hear it from Francis Hensler?
Hello,
Hi, Francis.
am I audible?
Yes, you are very much audible.
Hi, I'm Francis. This is my first time attending the meeting of Toastmasters. Actually, I wanted to improve my speaking skills for a long time. When I searched the internet about how do you speak better and to improve your speaking skills, I stumbled upon Toastmasters. That's how I contacted the club and joined it.
Great. Great to hear it from you, Francis. I hope you have an idea about how Toastmasters Club functions actually. There is a lot more that an actual Toastmaster meeting carries out. So today we have a very special person to give us a lot of insights about things, but a formal Toastmaster session functions in a different way than how it was carried out today. So today we have an educational speaker who was there to give a lot of information and insights about getting the most out of working remotely, and I'm sure you would have enjoyed it. So
Yes, I enjoyed it. Thank you.
yeah, thank you. So before we jump into the next session, let's have a last guest introduction from Pranav.
Hi, I'm Pranav. Is this audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
I'm a student in Sri Manakula Vinayagar Engineering College, Pondicherry. I was very much inspired by the speakers of Toastmasters. I wanted to speak good English with a better fluency. So while seeing the speakers in Toastmasters, their fluency made me to inspire, and I regularly follow Toastmasters. This is the reason to join Toastmaster as a guest. Thank you.
That is really great to hear from you, Pranav. So as Toastmaster Shubdeep was saying that he used to screw up when we were all pushed to attend online meetings. I would rather say screwing up, as he said, screwing up things is the best way to learn things better. So if we screw up something, if we get onto the stage and forget our entire script, even after practicing 100 times, it is absolutely fine. It is also, that also comes under a process of learning. So we are doing something better than what we were doing yesterday. So that itself is an amazing step that we are carrying forward in our life. So that is something which I again learned in today's session. So with that said, without any delay, let's move on to our next most interesting session, the table topics. If you ask any Toastmaster, they would instantly say the table topics is one of the most intriguing, interesting, and the favorite part of being in a club session, because the thoughts that come from people are impromptu and the perspective varies differently. Every time some speaker is given a topic and they talk on a particular topic, the instant feeling that we might get into ourselves is that had I been given this topic, maybe I wouldn't have been able to think it from this perspective. He or she speaks it from a different point of view and you learn something new. That is how interesting a table topic session functions. And today, to carry out this interesting session, I have an amazing person. I have this person who is a newbie to Syndicate Toastmasters Club and who has greatly improvised innovations in him. And today we have as our table topics master, Aryan Shankar, to carry forward the table topic session of the day. So over to you, Aryan, Toastmaster Aryan.
Thank you, Parnika. Let me share my screen. Just a second. So my screen should be visible.
Yes, it is
Yes,
visible.
yes.
Okay, sure. So good noon to fellow Toastmasters and guests. Myself, Toastmaster Aryan Shankar. Today I will be accusing you all. No fingers pointed. Just to say that I will be providing you certain situations in which you are just free to say whatever thoughts come to your mind. No boundaries are there. Whatever scenarios, whatever experiences, whatever anything, any thought that comes to your mind, you are just absolutely free to explain it to us. So with that said, let's begin our table topic session. So can we have our first volunteer for this?
Aryan, sorry to interrupt. So can we just,
Yeah.
because we have guests, no, we'll just try to brief them on the timings.
So every table topic session, every table topic speaker has approximately 1 to 2 minutes of time for speaking whatever comes to their mind. So with that said, anyone who is eagerly waiting to volunteer.
So Aryan, your screen is visible, but it is not in full screen mode. Maybe you can do a slideshow and you can share it so that it will be easy for us to select the topics.
Yeah, got it.
So I think you have to share a desktop instead of just a screen. Maybe sometimes it won't work. Yeah, I think it is fine.
No, I shared it. Yeah. So anyone who is willing to unwind any envelope, please come forward and volunteer themselves.
Okay,
anyone?
I'll take the first shot. 444.
Okay, sure. 444. Then 444 it is. Yeah, you are God proposing your love. Any thoughts?
I'm caught proposing my love. Okay. Very good one. Thought-provoking. Very good table topic, master. Okay, I am caught proposing my love. Of course, here what I would say is this: if I am caught proposing that I love to be facing an audience, people would ask me, what kind of a proposal is that? So many times it does happen that I have said like that, and then people, the listeners, they do not understand what exactly is my love or what exactly is my passion. And in a situation like this, making them understand what exactly is the meaning of my love for anything is it's conflicting kind of a thing. That is the most important thing. And when I say, if I am caught, I don't feel that I'm caught. Okay, maybe the facial expression and my body language may make me feel a bit nervous, but at the same time, I would say that I would be very comfortable with it and make a scenario that I'm not caught. I'm feeling comfortable with that. That I am being caught. Back to you, table topic master.
Yeah, wonderfully spoken, Stephen. So let's get back. Anyone else who would like to volunteer?
Yes,
anyone
Sagar here.
Sagar. Yes, Sagar. Which envelope would you like to unfold?
666.
666. Okay. Yeah, you are caught bunking a class. Heads up.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. To be honest, I did not bunk the class during my school days. I have 100% attendance I got. But over the period when I joined college, not voluntarily, that my friends called me for a movie, and I was a professional cricketer at that time, so I had to go for a cricket tour to other district. So I bunked not the class, actually entire exam, sessional exams, and honestly, so caught like yes, I'll tell you one more thing. For the second year intermediate, I changed my college because the stadium is very easy, so that I can go for a practice every day. So college is up to 6 o'clock, because after 4 o'clock there are 2 hours tuition. So but 4 o'clock it's not like bunking tuition. My father got permission principal that he's a cricketer, so he has to go for a coaching after 4 o'clock. He won't attend the tuitions. But my tutor was not aware of that. So he saw that I was bunking and jumping the stadium wall to enter the stadium in a shortcut. So next day he called me to his room and asked me, why are you bunking the tuitions? Which is very important. I saw you since long time, you are bunking tuitions especially. Then I was actually that I could not answer him properly. Like my father already got permission. I went and told to my father, and my father called principal and informed this is the thing. So he has to go for a session. I mean cricket session. So principal explained to the tutor, and everything was fine. So that's it. Thank you very much. My real time experience I want to share. Thank you, Toastmaster.
Yeah. Wonderful, wonderful speech. So let's get back. Anyone else? Yeah. Yeah, sure. Which envelope you would like to choose?
Is that to me?
Yeah.
So
Prarthi,
555.
it is 555. Okay. Yep. 555. Caught relaxing at working during work from home.
Okay, thank you, table topic master, and excuse me for the position of the camera because this is my daughter's mobile and I don't know how to place it out. And good evening, everyone. And what a beautiful topic, because this happens in almost 90% of us in our day to day, and especially right now in our current situations life, right? So getting caught is not the big deal because I'm the only person who work for Barbados, and we have a lead on site, and he never mind. Even if I'm there or not, he never mind. He never asked me like, why you're there, why you're not there. But work from home is something different for me because I'm comfortable at my flexible timing, whatever it may be. It's work, it's okay. But getting caught at Toastmaster session, okay, being a person who's the I have to be the very first person there as a VPE. What happens is I always switch off my camera and go for to to comb my hair. Okay, once I got caught by our own person called MT Arun. And from that day, if I switch off my camera, Pratipa, don't switch off. Are you combing your hair? This is a question put up by every Toastmaster and every person to me in a personal chat. Okay. Whenever I want to switch it off, I really feel bad to do it because they will tease. But other than that, there is nothing unusual. And during the meetings, when it comes to an annual tour or some meetings like town hall meeting, we will not be mostly switching on our camera, but when we try to switch it off, it will be very obvious that we are running out of the place or moving behind our children. So that is the obvious thing to be understood by the people. And as everyone is talking, even I am interested to go back to office and work and leave the children at school and go. So this is the only thing. And thank you for giving me such a lovely topic. Over to you, table topic master.
Yeah, sure. Wonderful speech. And just a last nomination. Anyone who would like to nominate themselves?
I think Shubhashni raised her hand.
Yeah. Shubhashni, go forward. Which envelope would you like to choose?
777.
777. Okay. Yeah, caught stealing at supermarket.
The unexpected one, last time when I stole something was not from the supermarket, but from my son's bag. That is the last time I remember I caught stealing something. Okay. So if you ask me, I'm very fond of dark chocolates. Okay. So this happened, I think, when he was like almost 1.5 years back when he was going to the schools. And when I picked him up from the school, I got to know that there was a birthday celebration in the school, and one of the moms were eagerly waiting for, like, they have opened the dark chocolate from their kid's bag, and I was seeing that from far away. So I thought that I should really have that today. You know what? I can see it's okay to go and get one from the market or whatever it is, but you know what, the feel that you get, the anxiousness that you get, and once you steal it from someone, and if they don't find it out, you know how proud you will feel that at that point of time. That is exactly what you feel when you steal something from someone, right? But I've not never tried stealing from a supermarket, because you know what, if the tags are there, and if you go out without entering the tag, definitely someone will uh, get get you caught at that point time, and I don't want to get embarrassed at that moment. But stealing is something that makes you what to say, I don't get the exact word that, but if you are not caught, definitely you should be proud of yourself for stealing in a better way. That is what I feel about this topic, and thanks for the wonderful opportunity, and all the best, guys, for the all the milestones that you're going to get. Thank you, and over to you, TT Master.
Yeah, thank you. True words, true words. So let's have one more. Anyone
May I?
who would like? Yeah, sure. Which one would you like to choose?
What are the numbers available?
Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3. That's available.
1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll
Mhm.
go for 111.
Oh yeah, being first. Oh my God, it's what?
Okay.
Yeah.
This is actually what I have. One of my dream is this. The thing is, sometimes, I used to think a lot of puddles, everything in your normal life team. People are literally waiting how you can irritate Hina in some kind of way. One person, one pillar will be 3 times bring me hot coffee, make me dosa. Another pillar is my child. She'll come and stand in front of me every morning when I'm cooking. When I hurry. And after that, my mother-in-law, she'll say, whenever I'm running fast for some work or something, please dry my clothes. Buy something from the supermarket. So sometimes I used to think in my dream, let me kill everyone, let me go to the jail. And every next day, it is okay if I don't get my biryani or hot coffee also, it's fine for me. Because see, this is not, we can consider it in a positive and also in a negative way. One person, it's your nature, even if you go for counseling, if you go for psychiatrist, everyone will say prescribe medicine, sleep, right? A human character is how a human can intake all the problems in one sort of time and solving it, having it in your heart, and you don't have any people to express it. It's very, very hard. So I always had this dream, not only for one day, I had for the past, I think it's around like 36 of my life, years of journey, I have this problem. Thanks for the opportunity. Over to TD Master.
Thank you, Tina. Thank you. So let's reveal whatever is remaining. I guess it's the lucky number 222, our syndicate Toastmaster meeting number. It was like caught stealing a pencil. People got saved in this. And the remaining one was, I guess it's 333. Let's see. Caught by traffic police. Oh my God. Everyone would have faced this once in a lifetime for sure. Yeah. So this was all from my side. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
So that is such a vibrant crowd, and we got to know a lot of personal stories, a lot of mysterious personal stories from everyone who spoke on the table topics. I'm sure if we would have got even more, shocked, surprised, and astonished have we let people talk about stealing a pencil or getting caught by a police. Even I have been into similar situations for that instance. So everybody would have got caught during our school days, during our meetings, during our college days. So that was amazing hearing from everyone. So with that, we've almost come to the end of one amazing session, if I have to say. And let me invite again the Sergeant at Arms of the day, Ravindran, for giving the closing remarks for today.
Thank you, Porni. So actually, I always wanted to speak less in any meetings, but fortunately or unfortunately, today I'm getting a lot of opportunities. So yeah. So today we are not going to have any ballots. So because I think everybody is a winner today. So all the table topics were amazing. So I think the table topics was designed in such a way that everybody can speak. I think the topics were so appropriate and people are able to relate and speak, enjoy. Because in many meetings I go, people they will fear. They'll sometimes know people will be turning on their videos. When table topic master come, they turn off the video, they go on mute, they run somewhere. But today it never the case. I could see people raising hands eagerly. So that's the reason I asked Aryan to go for one more. I know that people are eager to volunteer. It is good to see you people doing it on a Sunday noon, as my mentor said. It can never happen, So Toastmasters are people, right? So they know that they value the time. That's a lesson learned in the journey of 6 years with the Toastmasters. So even me being a Toastmaster, because as a person, I brought Aryan and Porni into the team because I saw the potential in them. See, Toastmasters are the people who doesn't not only try to improve their own self, but if they see other people having the potential, they'll try to uplift them. So that's the nature Toastmasters they bring in. So you don't learn in everything on the day one. Definitely not. But as the time progresses, as you see meetings, as you go for meeting, there will be definitely, even it can be a worst meeting would have ever been, but there will be at least one takeaway you can take from the meeting. That is the way the Toastmasters will tune your mind in such a way to see the positivity in anything. So many people said this COVID physical meetings, everything, but I'm especially, I am not now considering everybody else. So just for me as a charter president of this club, I've always wanted to be associated with Syndicate, even though I move to any part of the world. So even though I was somewhere outside India, I was able to connect just because of this virtual connect. I feel always happy about being associated with my own club. It is not just about my own club. Even I visit a lot of clubs to understand what kind of culture they follow, and I wanted to bring it to Syndicate. That's the way any Toastmaster in this fraternity work. So hoping this particular meeting is beneficial to each one of you. So it was pleasure hosting you all. It is for every individual. It is for every individual who has taken the time. I know it's been 1 hour and exactly 10 minutes now, and you have given your 100% attention to the meeting, and it's worth it. I hope you will relate it to some way in your life. That's what I usually say. I just wanted to end this meeting with just what I always believe in. So it is not about joining Toastmasters and just learning. It is all about what you take from Toastmasters into your personal and professional life that makes a difference. If you don't do it, then that investment is really going into the bins. But if you're really doing it, it means it is compounding. You are whatever the amount, because I must have spent around for 6 years, as our distinguished Toastmaster said. So I would have spent only for 12 times. But I must say that I have, maybe in terms of money, because of this opportunity, what I learned from Toastmasters, I was in on-site just because of the communication and the interpersonal skills I learned from here. I would have earned multiple lakhs just because of the few thousands. It is not just a marketing. So I always wanted to be very honest to myself. Maybe I definitely feel whoever has joined, right, they will definitely achieve this in one point in time, for sure. With this said, I close this lovely meeting number 222 of TCS Maitri Syndicate Toastmasters Club officially closed. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Stephen.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tina.
Yeah,
thank you, Puducherry Toastmasters Club as a whole, who are supporting the buddy club here.
Sugandeep, I welcome you any one day. Be in touch with us. We would like to invite you for our club. We are meeting in another 15 minutes of grace time. So we meet on Sundays at 5 p.m. So I'm just like moving here and there. So please excuse us. So we'll get in touch. Thank you so much, Buddy Club. We'll be joining you for the next Sunday for the host. So you are going to be the host for the next Sunday. We will connect with you on Monday. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Oh
Bye
my
bye.
God. Yeah, yeah.
Thanks for being here. Tina.
So just
Thank you.
we have some announcement from our what do you say, like fellow club. Maybe I would say that our sister club, SMVEC Toastmasters Club. I would say that they're lovely people. So so Yogesh, you want to speak?
Yeah, yes, Toastmaster Ravi.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for this opportunity. Hi everyone, this is Toastmaster Yogesh from SMVC Toastmasters Club. The PTC will know that why I came here and why I'm unmuted my mic, but Syndicate want to know that the SMVC Toastmasters Club going to celebrate their 100th milestone meeting on coming Saturday, December 4 on offline mode. So Syndicate is our one of the most favorite club. Why? Because they only produce many mentors for us. Now they are all good friends to us. So that's why I'm really happy to invite you all. So this is the first offline mode milestone meet after one and a half or 2 years in Toastmaster fraternity itself. So it going to become a mass number of audience of 600 members. So I hope you all come and enjoy with us. And I hope Toastmaster Abhya is present or not. I don't know. So I hope you all want to come and enjoy with us. And I expect to call Toastmaster Ravi Anna. Why? Because he also one of the thickest brother to us. So I'm not able to contact him. So now it's a special time to contact him to and invite you Toastmaster Ravi Anna. And thank you for this opportunity. And the meeting is going on held on the Sri Manakula Vinayaga Engineering College campus itself, which is held at Pondicherry. So if you want to join with us, just contact the SMVC Toastmasters Club in the Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. Therefore, help you all. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I got your mail.
Okay, I think it is time for my daughter. She started crying and entered the room. So let me go and convince her. I hope like all your best ones will be waiting for you. So looking forward for your presence in the upcoming meeting. Please share your contact before you drop off if you are a guest, so that we can connect back and get back to you with much better sessions. And we would like to hear from you as well, like what you are interested in, so that we can contribute more. Okay.
Yeah.
This lovely note. Let's close the meeting. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Bye bye all.
Bye bye. Bye bye everybody. Bye bye everybody.
Bye.
Thank you all. Bye bye.
பௌர்ணியத்தை எல்லாருமே இருக்காங்க. மோகனா இவங்களுக்கு கேட்காதா? ஏ அக்காக்கெல்லாம் ஹை சொல்லு. அன்னைக்கு அக்கா இந்த அக்கா தான் என்ன சொன்னாங்க, நீ ரொம்ப அழகா இருக்க, கியூட்டா இருக்கேன்னு சொன்னாங்க. ஹை சொல்லிட்டு ஹாய் ஹவ் ஆர் யூ? எழுறி நீ கேளு. சொல்லுடி மஸ்குட்டி. ஏன் பேச என்ன வச்சு உங்க அம்மா என்ன பண்ணா? உங்க அம்மா ஏதோ இருக்கேன் வந்து கம்ப்ளைண்ட் பண்ண வந்து 1 hour எனக்கு டைம் கொடுத்தே பெருசு ரூம்குள்ள வராம. ஏன்னா அவரும் நான் உட்காந்துருக்கேன்.
Okay.
Hi. Thank you all. So thank you Francis as well. So I know your number, Francis. I'll definitely get back to you. I hope you enjoyed the meeting. Okay.
It was great, Ravi.
Okay. Thank you. Hey Rasha, thank you so much. I know that you are having some cold because of having too much chocolates or sweets. I don't know about that one, but I hope you are doing good now.
Yeah, I'm good now.
Okay, nice. So even bye, Sala Karthik. Okay, super. Rasha, thank you. We will. Rasha, as a speech, you can try giving a speech. Okay, we will connect offline. Huh? Okay, sure. Thank you.
Okay, I'll connect with you offline now.
Oh, okay. Mohana, I hope you enjoyed the meeting. Today meeting went well, no? So you are
Yeah,
happy.
satisfied session.
Okay, super. So I wish every session to get satisfied as we progress. Let's see. But only thing is, the planning is the key. I think this meeting we have very well planned. So it was a good meeting. So we all given our 100% so that we got to have some guests also. Okay. So next week we will have this PTC, right? So I will just work with them from tomorrow. I'll get the speech slots filled. Maybe you can start preparing your speech. Maybe we'll have Mahati as an evaluator. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me share the video link so that this meeting link, recorded link in some time. Maybe it takes some time for me to get the recordings. So okay, I'll share it with you once it is recorded. I'll put it in Drive and share the link so that we can share it across people to whoever they want to see. So even for the next December, right? I have one speaker in mind. I'll let you know. So he's also one of the best speaker in district. He has won a lot of awards in district level. So we can invite him. He's also a trainer. Okay, so we'll invite him. So he will also give his, but it is on a different genre altogether. We will try to do that. Okay. Okay, thank you all. Bye. Aryan, lovely, well presented.
Aryan is not left,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, okay, fine. No problem. So I think he has given his best. She's singing. சோகமான பாட்டு பாடுற, சந்தோஷமான பாட்டு பாடு.
Cute. So cute.
அன்பலம் கண்டாம் எழுதும் கடிதம் இரவு நாளும் நினைக்கிறேன் ஒரு படிய படிக்கிறேன் இரவு நாளும் நடக்கிறேன்.
So nice. சரி நம்ம பேசுவோம். ஓகே, bye.
Bye.